Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Undergraduate, a percussion-based podcast. From repertoire to everyday life lessons, we are seeking to share our experiences as current students. As you can see, we have a guest with us. Our guest is a Hong Kong-born percussionist and educator based in Melbourne, Australia. As a young and passionate performer on marimba, she was awarded first prize in the ENKOR International Music Competition, first prize in the Australia Marimba Competition, and second prize in the Concerto Competition for Melbourne Conservatorium of Music, and many more. Her recent performance highlights include duo recital Passion with pianist Chris Wong in Melbourne, her sold-out solo recital concert Take Me Home in Hong Kong, and solo recital performance at Percussion Days in Japan. She has a passion for new music and has premiered and contributed to countless new Australian percussion works, including works by Darrin Archer, Steve Falk, Wayne Kington, and Jonathan Mill. In 2020, she released her first marimba solo album, A Little Bittersweet. She holds a Master's of Music Performance and Teaching and a Bachelor's of Music Honors First Class from the University of Melbourne. She has studied with Keiko Abe, Kuniko Kato, Nanae Mimura, Steve Falk, Peter Neville, and Dr. Heung-Wing. She is currently studying a Master's of Teaching at the Australian Catholic University and continues to share her love for music as a passionate percussion educator to students across Melbourne. Please welcome Therese Ng.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, of course.
Thanks for reading out all those.
It was a big bio, but we got it.
Thank you.
So, I remember. So Michael and I were talking to you. When was it? Was it a week ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and you said that you were in quarantine again. How are you still in quarantine?
Yeah. No.
You're good now. Okay.
Yeah. And then today, Melbourne is the restrictions, so we don't have to wear mask outdoor now. Only indoor and public transport.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big step, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're still
happy?
we're still doing very terribly. So back in the U.S. So it is what it is.
To put it lightly.
But we talked for 2 hours last time.
Yes, we did. That was I know, that was a long time.
I know. Only when we cut off, then we realized, huh?
Yeah, I know. You said,
hours.
I can't believe we talked for 2 hours.
So after listening to that incredible bio, first of all, congratulations. Everything sounds really great. But what intrigued me the most was, why did you end up going back to school for a second master's degree? And it seems like it's in education. Is that something that you were really passionate about? Just education?
Actually, I decided to do it this time. It's because of COVID, really. Because now that we can't do live performance, right? And I have a lot of time at home, and I finished school. So I thought I can use the time at home to do it online. Yeah, so I started it last year, July, which was when Melbourne was under stage 4 restrictions. Like, we cannot live 5 km distance away from our home. And we need to have a letter. To travel more than 5 km for work. So if you don't have a permission to go out for work, everyone has to stay home to work from home. Yeah. So I thought, I have a lot of time at home. I can do it online. Yeah. So education, I've been teaching for 6 years now, and I think, I'll just get a degree. It
No,
help in
that's
the
really,
future.
yeah.
I think it
That's
will
actually
help.
really smart. I
And
think
then
it's
yeah,
really smart of you to kind of take advantage of your time like this. And like you said, it's very beneficial. And I think a lot of us went through kind of like a change in paths during this whole COVID thing, and you seem to do something that was in a really good direction, you know. So I'm glad you found
yeah.
something to do.
I don't want to change my path, but I think they can go together at the same
Yeah.
time, right? Like,
Hmm.
like as a musician, performing music is a kind of entertainment to ourselves, right? And to people. And I think education is like something that you can give back to the society. And I think it's a nice thing to do. And no, I don't want to take path. I want to do them both. Yeah, and I enjoy both.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so I'm taking a career class. I took a career class linear, meaning linear is, for percussionists, for example, like, you get your bachelor, you get your master, and then you get your DMA, and then you get a college professor job. So it's like, oh, you have a straight line path. You know exactly what you're doing next. And then you have the non-linear, where like, oh, I finished school, and then maybe I'll teach for a studio for like 2 or 3 years, and then maybe I go back to school, maybe not, maybe I'll do some accounting or something different. So I think you have a good point. Like, there's no point of, oh, Shane just give me a thumbs up on the call. Like, there's no point of like forcing yourself into a certain direction, you know.
Yeah,
And
it's always good to have different stuff to do, right? Like,
yeah.
yeah, multiple things.
Oh, can we? I mean, I'm sorry. I know Therese is the main character, but like, Hope just
No,
got
no,
into
no,
law
please.
school. Hope just
Wait,
got into
what?
law.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
We didn't know
my
about.
son
Why?
is actually changing path.
Well,
Hold
I,
up.
I mean,
Wait,
and,
wait.
and when I meant like changing your path, I meant kind of like, just your focus for a little bit. Like I know you kind of wanted to do, I mean, you wanted to do both and like, grow in one thing but still continue the other. But I did end up changing my path completely. I'm going to law school, and but I'm doing it to like help the artists, especially artists like Therese, who's very up and coming and kind of experimenting with arranging other people's works, right? And she's doing a great job with that, by the way, fantastic job. So I want to go into intellectual property to kind of help artists and protect their work. So
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Am I just now hearing about this? Have you mentioned that before?
Are you guys
I
friends?
mean, it's Stop calling us that.
Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't talk about it a lot just because I don't want to discourage people or think that, oh, you have to do something. I just rather not. I don't, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but some people do get a little worried about things like that. So I just keep it to myself.
No way, no way. I think you sound super smart.
Oh, thank you. I'm not.
Crazy.
I'm not. I officially started studying for all this stuff, like the law school prep in June, and submitted everything in February, which is really late, but ended up getting a lot of response back soon. So, and my music
Wow.
background actually ended up helping me a lot because it showed that I was really dedicated and serious about the field enough for them to trust me. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool because like Bruce was saying about education is she's so dedicated to performing already that the education's only going to enhance her performing ability, and her that's going to enhance her teaching ability. So it works with all sorts of fields, um, exploring different options and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations, though. Hope.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Wait, so Hope, you mentioned something about Therese having excellent arrangements, right?
Yes.
That's too
And
kind.
she usually uploads those to YouTube, right? Michael, do you have something on that?
Dude, you know, if you have a question, you could ask. Just like, you don't have
But
to,
but okay,
like,
but here's the
spoon-feed.
thing, Michael. On the
And-
template we
okay,
have here, it says
okay,
Michael,
we have a
and then
script.
you have the
No,
question
we
there
have a script,
to
but
ask.
We don't have to follow it. We don't have to follow it. We did this like 9 times already. We
Okay,
never
it's
followed
fine.
the
We'll
script.
edit it out, man.
Angry. Michael's
no,
angry.
Yeah, dude. You know what? Yeah.
No,
There
no,
we
I-
go. There we go.
Wait,
But Shane,
do those?
you
Oh.
you are in the dark. Like only your face is shining.
His room is
Yeah, I
kinda
know.
Like it's
messy
like
right now.
black.
Yeah, my
and
room's
then
messy, so
you're round.
it's kind of hot. The lamp's really like on me, so it's like,
You should at least wear a white shirt.
yeah, maybe you're right.
You can have some time to get changed now.
Yeah, Michael. Now that I've segued you perfectly into this question,
Yeah, that was so smooth. That was like flawless. Okay, we're talking about YouTube. We're not talking about YouTube. We just completely jump into YouTube. So I kind of noticed like you've been uploading on YouTube more frequently.
Yeah, right. Cause it's obvious. We just all at home.
Oh, I was
Isn't it?
gonna ask. So I still haven't really uploaded a video on YouTube because I am so scared of people judging me and, you know, people, I don't know how you call it, backseating. Like they're trying to critique you even though they could barely hold them out. And then,
Yeah.
like, how do you feel about that? Like, just receiving criticism. Like sometimes it could feel like unfair criticisms on social media, and then like, do you still get nervous uploading on YouTube stuff like that?
Okay, so when I first started uploading stuff on YouTube, it was just I just do it. Like I didn't think that much because I was and I have always been and I'm still a nobody, a small potato. So when I first uploaded, like a few years ago, like my performance video at uni, I just put it there, just let them to be there. Yeah. I think like for pop song covers and stuff, it was only until 2 years ago. Oh, before I put on some concert videos too. Yeah, I just put there. I just treat it like a space for like a something to record, to keep a record. Yeah, of my performance. I wasn't trying hard to achieve any fame. Oh, you too. Sorry, I'm laughing
No,
at
that's
myself.
fair.
No.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the criticism.
Okay.
Criticism.
yeah. That's what you were talking about.
Criticism. I didn't receive directly. I think people might talk at my back, but no one told me in my face criticism. But I received dislikes. Yes, as we can all see, and then I'm like, why?
There's always haters. Haters everywhere. It doesn't matter what the topic is. Always a hater.
Yeah. So like if because I'm always looking for ways to improve. Of course, I want my audience to like my, music and style. Like it's one of our goals to make people happy, right? Like we can't make everyone happy, but we still want to make other people to like our music. Just by human nature, isn't it?
So you're kind of saying like, you know, you just want to share your music to the public, so you don't have that pressure. Is that did I sum it correctly, or would you?
What pressure about? Oh yeah. You were asking, was I freaking out when I first upload to YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, because I thought no one cares. I wasn't at all. Yeah. And then I think for recently, of course, I want people to watch it. That's why I put on, YouTube
So-
thumbnail.
So wait, do you feel the pressure more now than you maybe at the start?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. The pressure will be I want perfection.
Mhm.
Like, I want to make something that people can loop it without, like, hear something that they will be like, oh, is this beat again? That is like something wrong. So yeah, that's what I have been aiming now. If I upload anything, and I want it to be like pleasant for people to listen again. So same to my covers and concert performance, but I don't have any new concert performance to upload, so it's just my covers right now. Yeah. So for my we can talk again about that arrangement you mentioned.
We don't
Dance
have to do
Macau. No. Like I was actually, I didn't think too much about arranging. I was just reading the piano score. That's fact. Like, I have a lot of people ask me about the marimba score. No, I didn't write any. I did not. I just, so my pianist friend, he told me to play along with the orchestral version, which was super fast. But then my friend said, just try it. And then so I tried it, and then I kind of enjoy it. I enjoy it so much to like play along with the orchestral version at home with a speaker, and then like I thought I'm playing the piano in with the orchestra. It felt really good. So I already forgot about like if this is technically difficult or anything, because I wanna achieve it. I wanna achieve to that recording. I wasn't thinking too much. Yeah. Chops.
Well, since we kind of on the topic of arrangement, first of all, congrats on your album. A Little Bittersweet.
You guys are so nice. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So I noticed. Well, like it's obvious that like, your pieces are all your own arrangement. So can you talk about like how you pick those pieces and maybe share your arrangement process. Like, have you like thought more about arrangement process now since I guess you first started?
Yeah. So when I first started, I think I was looking for piano score online. Of course, like everyone does that, right? First thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah, but then it became quite boring to me because left hand is just doing arpeggios, right hand is just playing the melody, and I think marimba is definitely more than that. Marimba has this percussive sound quality, right? Like it has the drums part that I can use as well, rhythmic, to make some rhythmic effect. So I've been trying that because pop song also got the bass guitar and
The drums.
drum
That
kit.
beat.
Yeah, pop song. So I wanna add that to the marimba too if I'm covering it. There's no point if I just play, two melodies, the melody on the marimba, and then record again two melodies on the low register for the that's a bit not and fun enough. So then I start to write my own. I just write them. So why I pick those pieces, I think I am quite a sentimental person sometimes. What triggered me first was Kimi no Nawa, the movie. It's that movie that triggered me, and then I like it so much.
It's a great movie.
It is an excellent
Oh my.
movie.
You're really loud. Shut the
Excellent.
fuck up.
It's an
So loud.
excellent movie.
Oh
It's so good. Am I really
I'm
that
so
loud?
in love with it.
No, when you
No.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like the soundtrack in particular of like the just like Shinkai movies in general have just been like really like beautiful. Like they have a lot of like different layers to them.
Yeah, I've
and
ruined it, right?
Yeah, and I really wanted to
Yeah.
ask, like, when you're kind of arranging your pieces, because there's so many layers, you have strings, you have percussion, you have
Yeah.
even like some like traditional like guitar, bass, and drum set.
Yeah.
How do you kind of like pick out what exactly you would want to put into your arrangement? Do you kind of have to like pick and choose like the melody, or is there like a particular reason for what kind of lines you choose?
Are you talking about just that movie? The soundtrack of
Just
that
kind
movie?
of like your kind of more
in general.
I'm not sure how to, yeah, just kind of like your later covers. So more like like Kimi no Nawa, for example. Like how did
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, I loved it. It's,
I can loop
What?
this song all day. I like Nandemo Naya. I can loop it all day. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love it so much that I was worried I might ruin it. So I haven't.
yeah.
Yeah. I actually worried. I don't want to ruin it. So I think. But then eventually I still did it because I was feeling. I thought, nah, I just have to do it because I like it so much, right? Not like I was trying to avoid, but I was thinking that I wasn't good enough to arrange it yet. So then I took a break and I arranged other stuff. And then I think that period of time, I think I was, sentimental again. and then
Aw.
and I thought, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, and then I add the floor tom. I was so glad I
Yeah.
have a floor tom at home.
And suspended symbol at the beginning. Is
and
that-
a
you
suspended
have to-
symbol.
Yeah.
Because you just need that boom 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 boom.
Yeah.
It's
True, true, true.
necessary, right? You need it. You need it to. Then I thought, okay, yeah. I just have to do it. But now I don't want to do bass drum. How do you do bass drum? Yeah, so I thought 2 minutes.
So
Okay.
Therese, yeah. So we were talking about your arrangement or your most recent album. Yeah. So you mentioned
Is that
you
what we're
know,
talking about?
yeah. That I think that's what we were talking about.
Is it?
Yeah. There were no. By the way, there was no edits in this. This all happened seamlessly.
One take.
So what were some challenges that you faced making the album? Besides, like you were mentioning about, hoping it's, as good as the original or things like that, what like maybe like electronic difficulties and stuff like that.
Well, recording is always quite difficult because Miss Note is not forgiven. It's not easy forgiven as live performance. So that's the difficult part.
It's more
Right.
stressful.
Yeah, and I feel like when I was recording, I have to put away all my usual performance style and just get the right notes. Like, on the stage, if you have some, you have emotion and you have the right amount of gesture according to the music and your style, even you miss some notes, people will forgive you. They will like it. But in recording, no one cares how you look. No one cares. It's the sound that they can hear is all that people care. So like I find myself like I have to just not move as much and really focus on getting the right notes, which will look super boring, I think, in a performance. For my CD. Like there are still wrong notes on my YouTube cover. Yeah, so I think that's the hard bit.
Well, especially because in your on YouTube, it's just you're not only recording your audio, but of course, like people see you, so you're gonna want to have some element of performance in that, as opposed to your CD. Of course, like you mentioned, like no one's gonna look at you, so you want to be as accurate as possible.
Yeah. So I have to. Yeah, but then it's past, and I think I try my best at that time for this album. So I hope next one I will be, more experienced and more professional about it. I hope you guys like it too, if you have chance to listen to some J-pop.
Did you work with an engineer, or is that?
I was curious about that too.
Yeah.
I did. I worked with someone from Hong Kong actually. So I recorded at my home, I actually planned to record at his studio, but then I have to fly back to Melbourne earlier because the COVID just struck at that time. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, I don't know when we are going to travel again. I'll just do it at home. And then, I sent all the tracks to the engineer in Hong Kong, who is my friend, to do it. His name is Martin Ho. His studio is called Heaven Recording Studio. And then, he's really nice. He wasn't very familiar with the sound of the marimba, so we had some talk and chat. Then he finally, we come to an agreement. So and you can hear the outcome. I think it's the right amount of balance. If you also agree. I had a sound engineer. Shane is on his phone.
I have a reason. I was downloading the album. Right.
Aww.
Yeah.
Did we talk about your favorite track on here?
Yeah, I have a favorite track there, but it's the least popular song. It's the last one.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, but I see it.
Dame wa Kusei.
Okay.
That's actually my favorite in this album, but it's like the least popular J-pop. I added it at the end. It's the last one that I did. The lyrics are like heartbreaking. Yeah.
J-pop tend to be like bittersweet. I guess your title is so perfect because that's how I always describe them. Bittersweet. It's like you always think back your childhood. It's like, oh, the innocent days, and then you're like, oh, now I'm an adult. I have to do adult thing. I can't go back to the innocent day. like that's always what I think of when I hear J-pop music.
Yeah.
Sucks to be adults, but it's okay. That's what it is.
I'm getting there.
What?
I'm getting to be an actual adult. Ugh. Gross.
Why did you say it? What are you going through now?
Oh, I'm just...
apart from getting accepted by all the schools you wanted to get in.
No, it's just like, moving out, doing my own thing. So, that's going to be fun.
So you are right now living...
Yeah, I live at home.
With your...
Yes.
And you are planning to move out?
Yes.
Because of studying master?
Yeah, all the schools are out of state for me. Like, they're in different states. So, that'll be fun.
Cook?
Can I cook?
Yeah.
A little bit. Nothing crazy.
Yeah,
cooking is overrated.
Living alone, you need to have some
Dude.
basic cooking skill to survive.
Nah.
No?
I completely disagree.
I like how Michael was the one who was like, cooking is overrated, which is totally true in Michael's case, because all you would have in the fridge would be freaking like microwavable food.
Here's what I do, and me and I have a thing called like lean cuisine. So it's like
Oh my
spaghetti.
god.
So it's like microwavable spaghetti, and then I will like fry an egg and then just eat.
Oh,
the
that
spaghetti
sounds
with
so good.
It's actually not
Oh,
bad.
that sounds
It's-
so good.
Is
So
there
it's
any
like-
vegetables in your meal?
Oh, and I also do like a frozen broccoli. I'm frozen the broccoli.
Oh, healthy. You
I'm
don't need
so
to cut or
lazy.
wash the
Yeah, broccoli fixes everything, Michael.
Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you, cooking is so overrated because ramen
my
saved the day. Every college students know, like the instant ramen saved
Oh
the
my
day.
gosh.
So, well, okay, but it's a good thing though that we kind of talk about this because, like, I guess at least for four of us, we all decide to move out of our home to go do masters. Because me and Hope both left Texas to go to Boston. Shane's leaving Texas, and David left from
Georgia.
He left, yeah. He went to New York and then now in Boston. So it's something, I don't know, it's something like, oh, we just want to get out of our comfort zone and just experience things. But,
Yeah.
so, well, I'm not familiar 100% with your background, but like, did you start studying in Hong Kong and then decide to go to Australia, or is that like a family thing?
Yeah, both. But I came here when I was 16. So, yeah, I first lived in homestay until I was 18. Then I moved out with my friends, and then, yeah, I think I got used to living away from home. Yeah, and I can cook. Just because I miss Hong Kong food, so I
Yeah.
learned how to cook my food of my hometown. Like Michael can speak Canto, right?
Yeah.
I can make really good yu heng kezi.
You're okay.
know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom make it all the time.
Yeah, it's cuisine like that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, off topic.
No, it's good.
What was the question?
I mean,
Moving on.
yeah, like, is there ever like, what would you call it, learning curve, or just to get used to a new environment and stuff like that?
It's like the learning style of Hong Kong and here is really different to me in terms of music and performance. So when I was learning percussion in Hong Kong, I was never taught how to, like, my style or performance. We just need to play the right notes, right dynamics for grade exam. And we still need to perform. And then I remember when I was doing a higher grade percussion grade exam, I was quite enjoy in that concertino. And I think maybe I move a bit when I play for my teacher. Maybe I move, But then, like he said, it seems like you're moving a lot. Yeah, I think he said it in a good way, like a surprised, maybe, I don't know, encouraging way. Like just mention that I moved my body when I play, and I think he meant to be like just a positive. But then I was really embarrassed. I felt embarrassed. I felt like, oh, whoops, did I do something that is embarrassing? Like why was I so into this music? Like why did I move? So then I became more just be aware of, just play it correctly. Don't move too much because it's not normal. It's not normal to the point that my teacher spotted and mentioned it to me. And then when I came here to study high school, it was a art school. It was a music school. Like we have music students and we have dance students. And so we have to perform every week in front of our class, and also in front of the entire music department every month. So we have to,
Oh.
because it's a music school, so we have piano students, singer, and I play multi-percussion sometimes, but I like to play the marimba, because it's like, in Hong Kong, I never get to play a 5-octave marimba so freely, but then here, no one practiced the marimba at my high school, and I just always stay back.
I feel
back
that.
after school to
Same.
play the 5-octave karaoke. I was so happy. And then, yeah. And then I realized, like, my classmates and the teachers, they really like me playing. They really like my playing. Like, they would say things like the way you move, you seem really enjoy. And they say a lot of positive things that I realize is not a bad thing to move when I play my instrument, which was really different from how I learned. Yeah. And then also when I continued to study music in uni, yeah, I had very open-minded teachers that they just let me to make decision, but they also correct me. They are really blunt, or not blunt, but really direct to tell me that it's not good enough, or yeah. But then they would let me to choose my repertoire, and even though they say, "Oh, Therese, you shouldn't keep on thinking about participating in competitions. You have to be creative and think about more creative things other than just becoming a competition machine." Yeah. Like, my teacher would remind me like this, but then when I actually had to prepare for a competition, they would still really supportive for me. So it's like, I think as I came here, I realized that I can be free to the way that I perform. That I can have my style, and I learned to develop it. And also I had really supportive teacher to just help me in the process. Not saying that I didn't learn in Hong Kong. Like, I learned the chops in Hong Kong. Yeah.
So now, like, obviously you kind of make the transition to do more pieces that is like what you like over the more of the academic pieces, like the source, like the stuff you would play in the competition. Like, how do you feel about making that transition, or do you still kind of wants to play like that high level of pieces, or you just feel like the the artist you want to become is playing pieces that you like?
I always question myself. I'll always, like, not always, but sometimes I thought I have to play less pop song and learn some more difficult pieces. Yeah, sometimes I think so. Yeah.
Well,
No, but yeah. What do you want to say, Michael?
Well,
Please.
I think doing, to me, like, from outside perspective, you doing these arrangements, you've like established yourself, really. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just like some other player playing all the hard academic rep, Like, you've put yourself in your own, like, you've stapled yourself in the percussion scene. Like, you have your own voice in the percussion scene. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Do
that's
I?
that's so
Thank you.
true. Like, when Nancy do recital, obviously Nancy's super busy, so when she have to play like a short performance, like, she doesn't play Merlin or See It Thursday. Well, she does, but like, she just do her own arrangement, like stuff that very few people will play besides her. And then another player that I seen a lot, Dr. Brian Zader from A&M, University of
Yeah.
A&M Commerce. He does he always play couple pieces that only himself plays. Like, he will play an arrangement from a Japanese instrument on a marimba, and then he also do a chorale that's not published. So that, therefore, like, he's one of the few people that get to play it. So I always feel like, artists and a student are different. Artists, they have their own taste, they have their own music, they have their own signature, versus player is just, oh, Merlin velocity cons, and there's nothing wrong with it. You learn a lot of great things through those academic pieces, but eventually I feel like we all have to be like, oh, you have to be your own. You have to be Therese, you know. So I think, it's great that you're doing your own things, even though people might label you as the J-pop girl, but so what? At least you have a label, At least you're somebody. Versus, I'm nobody. I'm just a guy playing variations and Mirage and.
Hey, they're freaking difficult. I can't play Mirage.
It's okay.
You're
Shane played
awesome.
Yeah, me
Mirage
either.
better than me.
Mirage was fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, go check out Shane's recording of
Oh
New
gosh,
Mirage. It's
don't
on
check out.
YouTube.
Okay.
Don't
I
watch
will.
my recording.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But
And make
but
fun of
those
it
are
on
those
YouTube.
are great pieces. Those are great pieces. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
should learn.
Hmm. And they have their place.
I think I was influenced by like before I was quite not against, but then I thought pop music are not serious music, and I just want to play like I thought when I was younger, and then I thought I just want to play all the hardest repertoire, and to be part of the percussion world. You have to know this and that. People ask you, have you played this? And then you have to say,
Yeah.
at least, oh no, I haven't touched it, but I have heard about it. I'm planning to do it next year.
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like you're supposed to know the repertoire, the literature, and then I was trying. I have been not until I think I was influenced by two teachers. One is Kuniko. She said only the percussionists know about the marimba repertoires. Or only the marimbas know about the marimba repertoire.
True.
No one else on earth
Yep.
cares. You try so hard to get that freaking 4 bars right, but no one cares. Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we all care. That is very important to get those 4 bars right. No. Like what I meant is, I'm not saying those music are not important. I think like because I've learned and practiced them, that's why I have more ideas when I arrange my poppy stuff. But what she meant is, like these repertoires, these literatures only known by percussionists or marimbas. But like the work that she has been doing, Bach, she recorded Bach or Steve Reich and all the composers' work. They are known by more musicians or even the public who are not musically educated, right? And then like performing those works can actually, get the how do you say?
Yeah, attract more people that.
Yeah. Like the public,
Not
the
familiar.
other people can appreciate, even though they don't play percussion. And then I have some thought about it. And then the other teacher who talked to me was my teacher Steve, who has been supporting me the whole time since high school until now. And then he always give me some comments that I always think really, really hard. Like he told me, don't become a competition machine because there are plenty of competition machines out there. And
Fair.
like, how are you going to stand out of all the machines? Something like that. Like he always remind me. And he mentioned something about that, like the marimba repertoire, like they're good. Like I want to learn, and I have been learning them. I want to learn more, but also at the same time, he remind me like the public want to listen to music. Impressive technical stuff are good, but people usually enjoy more when the music can touch their hearts or like make them to feel something or understand. And those pieces are usually not those that are crazily difficult or challenging, right? Like I remember the concert I did in Hong Kong, Take Me Home. I play repertoires. I play Bach. I play, some jewel piece and, Keiko Abe music. And then at the end, I put a short piece. It's on my encore. I play Take Me Home Country Road that I arranged from Ghibli, Whisper of the Hearts. So it's the Ghibli version. And then at the end, I ask my, friends and audience which piece you like most, because I want to know which piece attract them. Is it the classical Bach? Is it a communication between jewels? Is it the very difficult marimba repertoires? And they pick encore. They pick Country Will Take Me Home, like the peaceful short piece at the end. So of course, I will still want to have a great balance in my future recital. But then, they are just equally important, And I heard a phrase called the most noble art is the most noble kind of artwork is to make people happy. So, I think they're all equally important. Repertoire, train your chops, and pop songs are popular because there's a reason.
Oh, we have email questions.
Oh yeah, we have the email questions. So this comes from Walker Staval. Favorite mallets? Favorite concert hall you've performed in? Favorite composer's music you've played?
Why do you have to pick favorite?
Oh. Do you
Good point.
Yeah.
This is a question for you guys. Hey, start brainstorming. Looking at
Her wall, her collection.
Oh no, this is just little bit.
Little bit?
The flex. Oh. The mallet flex.
Holy moly.
Sometimes there are people ask me what mallets I use, and I was always quite lazy to answer. Apologies.
Here they are. Here are the answers.
I feel that.
The exclusive answer.
The exclusive answer.
Actually, yes. So, these are my momokos are my favorite to use, especially Bach or something like gentle, and when I am planning to touch people's heart, I will use this.
Okay.
Yeah. They are from Rasta J. Apologies. Yeah, Momoko Kamiya's mallet.
Yeah, right.
I got them from Japan. You can't get them anywhere in Australia. Then, my all-time favorites are Yamaha's Keiko Abe series.
What do you like to use Keiko Abe for?
First, I will always play serious repertoire with them. I'll always start any serious repertoire. You know what I mean? With
Academic repertoire.
Because they have an articulated sound. At the same time, if you use the softer range, they can also give you quite a warm sound, but still articulated. And the weight is just good, not too heavy, not too light, and the rebound, the bounciness of the rectangle. I like the feel of it. Some people think it's too bouncy, but I think I like it.
Steven's
How about you guys? Yeah, cannot, right? Steven's grip cannot.
Pretend too often because we're getting the rebound through our rotations. So if we're having that if we're using your kind of mallet, it will be too hard for us to control. So we usually use birch. We use the wood and stuff.
But then I want to say this set, Playwoods, Sugahara, are my go-to vibraphone mallets.
Favorite
I actually like that question. Favorite concert hall that you've performed in?
Yeah, I think it will be Melbourne Hall, the the concert hall at my at the old building of my conservatorium, Melbourne Hall. I think it has over 100 years. Am I wrong? Maybe I was wrong. But just really historical old building. Yeah. And I think marimba sounds really, really nice there.
This one's pretty good. What does your practice regimen look like now?
Oh, then I think I can mention that I do not practice much technical work. So I think there are players or students, they would practice a technical book, exercise book, right? And then, but then I never use any of them. I always pick exercise from the pieces that I am working on and make small exercise. That's what I do.
Like make your own
So
out of the piece?
yeah, from
Yeah.
the piece that I am working on. That's what I always do on a marimba. I think technical work should be part of the music instead of like formulas, or because there's a danger that if students practice too much technical exercise, they will become a machine.
Yeah.
Maybe
Robotic.
I'm not phrasing it correct.
Robotic?
Yeah. It should, like, technical work should always link back to the music, and it should be part of the music. That's what I think, and that's how I teach my students. I seldom give like sheets of technical work for my students, but I would tell them how to practice this section in the piece. Yeah, like with metronome, I don't know, slow and be aware of something a few times. Yeah, that's what I do. Maybe I'm lazy. How about you guys? No, tell me your practice routine.
Oh, my practice routine. Oh my god.
First of all,
Now
David
or
does some
then?
practice.
Yeah, David
practice.
does his auditions on a...
Tell me
on
your
a
most dedicated practice routine.
There's his practice instrument,
ballast station.
the sweet mallet
It's a
station.
little awkward, yeah. And then I have my keyboard under here
Wow.
for when I'm making stuff.
Wow. What do you make?
Uh,
Our
Oh,
new
whoa, whoa,
intro
whoa.
will
Six
feature
beat.
You'll see it in our new episode.
our new
It's
intro.
our new intro.
David has allowed us to use one of his songs, so...
So you'll see it pretty
Oh,
soon.
so you compose. Like,
Electronic music.
Electronic
more
music,
electronic music, yeah.
So he makes sick beat.
wow.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. So wait, everybody's practice regimen, right?
Yeah. Tell me, please.
Michael, go ahead.
Practice routine.
Can we
He's like-
cut this part out?
He's
I don't
like,
know.
I don't practice.
No, it's gonna be part of it.
I like how you always say that. It's like, no, it's in it. I do, because lately I've been trying to fix my left hand rotation. And it's getting so consistent now, because like now I could play, because my right hand is very relaxed, but my left hand is not doing it correctly. But now it is, but like lately I've just been doing a lot of scales. Or sometimes I'll watch like YouTube, and then I'll just play on the pad, like just doing inside mat and stuff. And then after that I'm warm, and I'll just, I like to run through several pieces. I mean, it depends on the day, and then just to, be mentally ready and just physically ready as well. And then I start to break this stuff down, and then eventually after I go through, hit all the spots, I do another run through, and now move on to the next piece, and then it's a similar process: run through, hit spot, run through. So, it's just, and then the expectation is that the second run through is always better than the first, because hopefully when you spot check it, you make some improvement. But doesn't always goes like that. But that's what I hope. But anyway, yeah.
Hope.
Very
Hope.
disciplined.
I don't practice. No, I'm just kidding.
Fair enough.
I
Law school.
as of like yeah, as of right now, since my recital date is really soon, sooner than I had anticipated, I'm kind of just trying to learn the music. But aside from that, what I was doing was more like score studying because I have a habit of score studying anyways, and just kind of looking for big phrasing that I can add. Because in this multi-piece that I'm playing, it's just a bunch of 16th notes. It's a John Sathis piece. So I'm trying to make my own melodic lines with the different pitches of the drums. So I usually take things from a big picture perspective first, and then kind of like what Michael was saying, as I do my run throughs as I'm going through the piece, if there's something like a sticking or a technical issue that I need to fix, um, I'll usually fix it just by thinking about it, going through it slowly, really watching what I'm doing physically. So I'm kind of like a big picture person, and as I go along, if there's a little blip here or there, uh, I'll just address it in any way that I need to address it. Sounds very general and vague, but um, I did a lot of the like you were saying, Therese, about those technical pieces that you learn a lot from. I feel like I've learned enough to like not have to worry about too many things with straightforward pieces. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
All right, that is a wrap. If you want to see more of Therese and her things, I'll leave links in the description for you to check out. And then make sure you download her or buy her album, A Little Bittersweet. And is it on, what platforms is it on?
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, and so on.
Nice. Yeah, so,
Thank you so much.
yeah, thank you, Therese, for coming on to the show. And we'll see
Thanks.
you all. Yeah, of course. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
So fun. Man, Michael had